Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Using his legs, it's Beebe. Makes it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around. And that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They go right back to him. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Indiana.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And finding space to throw the football against his secondary will be a challenge.
And, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay, and they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Ives. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Hoover. That's caught. It's Morris. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Maybe some room here. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside, it's Richard. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Fights off a defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Makes a deep grab. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. They give it to him again. Made a defender miss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, I mean, you only got one guy there. It makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The run inside. It's Richard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Richard. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down play from the gun. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Finds maybe a crease. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a for these guys offensively. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, now one
Flyers one high and deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Calandria. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
To the ground. He's got it again. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fakes to grab. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Here comes the heat. It's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Good timing on the quick out. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him.
And he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Spins away from one. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Huskers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Makes the catch, and he's free. And there they go again with another huge gain on. And he's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Becker. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. It's Preston. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Finding some room.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Richard. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Got a man. It's Mills.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got a little grass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's looking to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Field goal is good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Richard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Could be an alley. The 20. Inside the... all the way. Touchdown, Indiana. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. With the catch, it's Mills. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Just too much of a rush, and down goes. Quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's shot. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or...
Makes a grab and room to run. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll run play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance.
Snags it, and there's running room. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hoover. Trying to bull his way out. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here on that. His tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Huskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And they spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Husker! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He'll set up to throw. He's got it for the two-point conversion. They took it 71 yards down the field. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football.